Okay, so now that we have all that stuff installed, we're gonna start a few new apps. But before we do that, I actually want to change the name of our MatchMaker file here, the Django folder. Just rename it. You're gonna rename it to source. That's all. And so back in the terminal, we'll cd into source. Make sure your virtual environment is running. Okay, so all that stuff's in there. Manage.py is there, our database is there, and our settings folder basically is there too, or a general project settings folder. So we'll do Python manage.py, start app, we'll do profiles, we'll do contact, and we'll do analytics, and we'll also do questions. So of course we could add each one of these. Oh, I changed the settings, or I changed the folder, so it's going to pull this up for you. Just ignore it, it's okay. You can say no to each one. And I started all these apps mainly just as a roadmap, so we know where we're going. Of course, you could do it like along the way. You don't have to do it all at once, just like I did, but I'm doing it in this case just so we can have these things ready to go and set up. So within profiles, we are going to define a new view called home. It's going to take in a request, and it's going to return render to response home.html locals and request context, context instance equals request context of request. Okay, so we need to import a few shortcuts from Django.shortcuts, import render to response, request context. Okay, that's good. Now into our URLs here. I'm going to do URL and this is going to be profiles.views.home. Name equals home. Okay, so we go back into our project, make sure the project's running, python manage.py, run server, and template does not exist. Okay, so that means we need to do some more things with our settings files. So in your local files, we need to set up our actual settings. So we'll do import OS, and we are going to go to our media root, and it'll be os.path.join, and then os.path.dirname file and static, and then media. Now this looks okay, but what's the problem is it's going to be in the same folder as settings, so we actually need to take it out a couple. So we're going to go 1, 2, so that takes it here as 1, and then 2 takes it here, so we're going to do 3. 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be where our media is going to go. I copy that, make sure media URL is just like that. Static root, it's going to be like this. So static only, static dirs, make sure you have a comma at the end of it, and this is going to be static, and template dirs, make sure that comma is at the end, static.templates. Okay, and in here we are going to make a new folder, call it static, new folder in here, call it templates, static only, and media. Okay, so let's make sure that that stuff is all there by collecting our static files. Python manage.py, collect static, override everything. Yep, looks like it copied everything fine. We'll go into static only, and our admin files were all copied over. So that's good. Now we need to make that template into templates. So just do new file, and it's home.html. And we'll open this up. For now, we're just going to leave it as just a basic HTML document. We are going to change it later, but it's a matter of just setting things up at this point so we can get into testing faster. And let's run server. There you go, home works. Okay, so in the next one we need to start setting up our models and make our views a little bit more robust, and then we will also get into implementing Twitter Bootstrap so we can have a pretty decent looking site right away. Okay, see you in the next one.